Happy Tuesday. So, I have a question for you. How do you organize the 60,000 to 80,000 thoughts that run through our head every single day? You heard that number right. How do you organize them? Our thoughts move so quickly, we have to address them intentionally to make sure we understand what we want in any given situation, learn the lessons life has to teach us, and make sure we're not only doing what we said, but it's heading in the direction we want. How often do you get caught saying things like, oh, I learned my lesson? What was that? What was the lesson? Did you write it? Where do we can't just leave it all swirling up in here. So what do you do? This week's theme is growth habits. Routines that ensure you are growing, which I define as seeking precise clarity, an expanded mindset, and taking consistent action. Today we're talking about daily journaling. As a growth habit, I can't think of anything more important than the consistent review of your growth, your clarity, your mindset, and your actions. There's so many great studies on journaling. Look it up. There's so many great reasons to write and why it's beneficial. Personally, I love it because it's such a powerful self-awareness tool, which I feel like is the foundation for all growth. I use it for myself, and I require that all my clients, if they don't already have one, get a journal daily. So for myself, I use my journal for the following 6 things. 1, gratitude. The reason you hear so much about gratitude practices is because they work. They keep you focused on joy, grounded, present. And for me, something that was an interesting discovery was I didn't know all the things that made me happy. So much of succeeding and success in life and showing up as your very best self is putting together an environment, physically, mentally, all the things that sets you up for that success, that puts you in that mindset. And I learned so much in my gratitude practice about things that make me happy or bring me joys. It could be as simple as sunshine or butterflies and birds or whatever, but we learn so much about ourselves, or I learned so much about myself and with my gratitude practice. The second thing I do is I reflect. I reflect and I review. How did I feel today or yesterday, or did anything trigger me? How did my day go? So I always reflect. Number 3, I write out my goals every day. It keeps me focused. It reminds me what I'm working towards, and you're more likely to achieve them when you write them down. I forget what the statistic is, 2 times, 5 times, whatever. I'm in, bought all in. I love it. 4, I write out my ideals. So ideals, values, it anchors me in who I am and who I want to be. Number 5, I write down my limitations. So after I write down what my goals are and what my ideals are, who I want to be, who I am, I write down what doubts come up. So I am all about running towards your fears, and you can't tame it if you don't name it. So this is a huge practice for me of making sure that I am airing out all the dirty laundry that's running amok in here that is stopping me from doing the things I want to do and getting the places I want to get, right? So number 5, limitations. Number 6, daydreaming. Daydreaming is one of my favorite things in the world. It's a motivation piece for me. I sometimes write out it looks like all kinds of things. I let my imagination run wild. I've done what I call a level up shopping list, where I write down all the things I'm going to buy when I reach a certain income level. I write down things I'm going to do. I write down ways I'm going to feel. So it's part of it. What it does for me is it motivates me, but it also helps me to vision. So another really powerful thing about journaling is, athletes, they vision. It's a very powerful tool. I'm not a coach in the sense of an athletic trainer type of coach, but I was on a panel once with a neuroscientist or something, and she talked about the reason that athletes vision is because your brain doesn't know the difference between a memory and a vision. So if you vision something that you want, your brain will subconsciously start to create it for you. So my daydreaming process of writing down all of the exciting things that I'm looking forward to is also, because I write it in first person, I do all the things, helps me to envision that place and bring it towards. So, it's power of attraction, manifesting, whatever you want to call it. So that's the last thing I do is daydream. So that's it for my daily journaling. I split up my writing between the evening and the morning, and yeah, I stick to it almost every single day. It's an amazing part of my day, and I feel like I'm consistently learning. I'm always surprised what comes out of my hand, out of this brain. So what do you use for self-awareness on a regular basis? How can you incorporate some of the things I shared into your daily routine? So if you want to fast track your growth, the most powerful way I know is through accountability and championing with a coach. My one-on-one program starts in July and runs through January. I'm working with a limited number of clients for 6 months to create precise clarity, an expanded mindset, and take consistent action in an area of your life that you want to grow in exponentially. So what is that for you? Do you want more flexibility in your life so you can be the wife and parent and, partner you want to be? Do you want to go after more meaning in your career? Do you want to create more balance? Where do you want to grow in your life? Just imagine what January 2021 would look like if you took all the shit from this year, the adversity, and used that as a springboard for your growth. Who could you be if you showed up on your A game every single day? So that is what a coach helps you to do. That is what I would provide for you. So if that gets you going, go ahead and grab your free discovery session with me. I can't wait to talk to you and see what we can accomplish together. Thank you for tuning in to the Tuesday Huddle, where we work to live our very best lives and be our very best selves. Every week I pick a theme, and every day we discuss a topic in that theme. This week is growth habits. I can't wait to see you here tomorrow. If you enjoyed this, please share. Let me know if you have any questions on creating your or how to start a journaling routine for yourself. And remember to give yourself an amazing day.